Gods be praised, it's actually going live this time. Okay, I'm going to see if these steps are going to actually work this time. Share link stream. There we go, walking around. A quick check if it doesn't immediately disconnect and tell me some random nonsense. This seems to work. Wunderbar. Okay, next step. I'm going to. We don't have any viewers right now, but that's okay. I'm happy that it's uploading in the first place. I am very, very, very at all the stupid little technical issues that don't make sense. Yeah, I've had problems coming at me from 3 to 4 different directions at this point. It is very frustrating. Let's see. Can I edit the description from here? Nope. Can do it from here. Let's look. This. It would appear new. Wassersheim. Settings, that's still just that. Is that a thing I can use? It would appear not. Go away. There's the editing hidden for me. I'm just going to go click here and copy paste the rule sets. Control C, Control V. There you go, description on the video, and that's it. At this point, I'm not going to touch anything else. You have no idea how much I've been messing around trying to get the technology of this bloody thing to work. A few days ago, I tried this for the first time. My first ever attempted Nuzlocke, and it went okay. It was going. I had fun. I had a viewer even. Go figure. And then for some reason, right at the first gym battle, everything broke. Just gone. The stream went off, but also my game, physical game, just. I had to restart, and restarting has been a pain in the behind. A lot of technical stuff. So I've gotten pretty sick of the intro video of this game. It's lovely, but it's unskippable. So I'm not going to do that again. I'm just going to keep playing from this point. You haven't missed much. My name is Malord, and I'm a guy. That's it. Finally, it's apparently working. I'm going to keep chatting because there's no viewers here, as I said, but maybe somebody will drop in later. And if nothing else, it's something to hear for people that watch the video later, as I'm hoping to keep this in my life section of my YouTube page. If it doesn't just crash down again, positive thoughts, positive vibes. May being annoying. Okay, while we're at it, might as well give a quick description. It's a Omega Ruby Nuzlocke. It's the remake of the Gen 3 games. It's a pretty basic Nuzlocke. Catch a Pokemon. First Pokemon on the route is the only possibility of catching a Pokemon. If you don't catch it, you don't get an encounter, you don't get a Pokemon. Tough noodles. If Pokemon dies, Pokemon faints, it's dead, it's gone. You can't use it ever again. Static Pokemon and shiny Pokemon are exempted. If you can get those, you can get those. I'm not gonna. If I find a shiny, I'm taking it. That's mine. I think that's pretty much it. Actually, there's not much to describe. Yeah, last time somebody asked me if I was going to use the champ Mudkip, the one that everybody knows is the Pokemon to pick for Nuzlocke, for speedruns, for everything basically, because it's just objectively the best Pokemon from beginning to late game. Or if it's going to be one of those guys that tries to make Trico work because they like Trico, or especially later evolutions. No, I don't like Trico. It's a chameleon type thing. It's a gecko. It's whatever. I'm not really excited about any of the starters here, but you know what? Fire type. As I said, I have tried this before a few days ago, and it didn't go over well, or at least not for long. But I did have one viewer, which is a whole one more than I have right now, that I'm likely to have tonight. But I also had a Torchic back then. I actually named the Torchic after the playing character's name that had a save game on this file on this game. Had a save file on the game that I'm playing on. I obviously had to delete it to start again, but so I named my starter after him in his honor, and then my entire game broke down burning. So not gonna do that again. Yeah, Norman's boy, the guy who loves his children so much they moved from a different continent, basically, at least a different region of the country, in a truck, despite there being water all around. And the kid gets to sit in the back of the truck, and dad doesn't even come over. A lot of mystery around there. Not really, actually. It's just your family doesn't love you, so you're 10 years old. Here's a Pokemon. Get out. I'm giving him a nickname because that is the rules. And I'm going to name him after It's a him, that's convenient. I can name him after the guy that was my one viewer last time. Let's see, can I shift this? Koda Knight. It's Koda Knight VODs, but I can't fit VODs on there, so it's going to be Koda Knight. He's a streamer as well. I haven't taken the time to watch his content yet. At least not long. He seems to do well, better than I do at least, which is not saying much. But he's very nice. He spent time watching a newbie streamer and just had fun with it. Interacted, asked questions, got engaged, helped make choices, that kind of stuff. Really just the kind of viewer you really want. So I appreciate you, Koda Knight. I hope to see you again. And definitely anybody that comes across this video, make sure to come over to go to his place and say hi. Drop a like. Maybe even a comment. Oh, I am very nervous right now. I don't do well with irritations. I have a tendency to complain when things don't go my way, and this project has not gone my way. To say the least. So I am very interested. I'm still amazed at the fact that you get your same type attack, Ember, from the start. Not even grinding. Just here's a new bird for you. Go ahead, burn everything with it. I should mention for who's keep account, that obviously was not my encounter. I don't have Pokeballs yet, so at least those rules of the Nuzlocke don't go in yet. Because otherwise it'd be really annoying. Like I said, I have enough frustrations in my life. And a couple Rumple dead. You can't go past here. That's a shame. I do hope my mic and everything is working properly. I don't really have an effective way to test that because, no viewers. Oh well. It's fine. If you don't like it, demand your money back. Ask for a refund. That's that puts you. The Mariana Intimidate thing, I've been told, is pretty bloody awesome. I still kind of want it to be a Wurmple, my encounter here, though. It evolves quickly, it becomes either a Dustox or a Beautifly. It's more exciting. I'm not playing to show off my skills, I'm playing to have fun. There we go. Findability on YouTube is set to be pretty merde. I'm also a little bit hesitant about promoting, given that I have gone live and had to close stream 3 times today and many more times yesterday. Zigzagoon I would like if it has pickup artist. The version that it's going to eat more berries, that's the opposite of useful. You're a zigzag zone. Just die. I don't have any data for this, but maybe it's just because I have Ember, but the early game leveling up in this game is not what I remember from playing Emerald. This is, I'm already level 7 and I'm just now encountering May. I'm going to give myself the challenge here. I'm going to go. Last time it all went wrong at the gym. I want to end this stream with at least the first gym badge. Let's make a story out of this. Not really about this battle though, because, scratch did. You should be using Growl to lower his attack. Yeah, no, I'm OG, okay? There's a move that doesn't... I win by putting the opponent's health to 0. There's a move that doesn't lower opponent's health, but I want to lower opponent's health. I didn't really think much about these games back in the day. I don't think I'm going to use that much more brain power in this version, given that, from what I've seen, this is a lot easier. Okay, I've recently also started playing Hard Gold just on my own time. I will say I am still a sucker for good pixel art, but I do think that this is maybe not the, but definitely a sweet spot between 2D and 3D. It doesn't have the exact same charm of the old 2D Gen 1 and 2 sprites, but it does come close. It does resemble it quite well with the art style. I think Pokemon is going in the wrong direction with the current slick 3D stuff. I know, hot take from a Gen 1er, but still. Blah 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 blah. And there you go. I got balls. I thought she also gave me stuff. Oh well. Guess not. Oh yeah. She just has to run up to you. Yeah, now you start caring. Just moved in. The entire second floor is my room. And immediately, I am not 5 minutes in the new home. And I just walk away into the wild. Pokemon World is weird. Oh, yeah, my first encounter of the run. Let's see what we. God damn it. Okay, Code Knight, you're not allowed to kill this one. I know, tempting. But it's so killable. I know, but I need to fill this party up. Priest. There we go. You better catch it. Bloody thing. Okay, you do get experience when catching. I like that kind of stuff though. That's the quality of life improvements I do enjoy. So a lot of stuff that I don't like, but this is kind of stuff that that makes sense. I like that. It means you're not at a point where you're battling a lot and you can catch it, but also you could use the experience by this point. No, you can just bloody do that. It's a raccoon, therefore, obviously, its name is going to be Sly. Let's see if it's completely useless or if it has a purpose. Do you have a purpose in life? No, you do not. Gluttony. You are an absolute. You have a revive, though. That is a very, very useful item for me. Very glad, very happy with that revive. That's going to be useful in Nuzlocke. Free money, whatever. Oh, look, now there's a Wurmple. Yeah, guess what? Same route, you did. Boom. One second though. All you no viewers. Actually, now that the stream appears to be working for a change, and I have no viewers yet, I think I'm gonna try and share this anyway. While we're at it. Okay. so many social media things over on here that I don't even bloody know. Discord. Yeah, I shared this stream in a specific Discord last time. I think that's where I got my streamer friend from. Might as well just give it a try now. Oh. Bob. Just real quick, I'll be back with the game in a second. Why the I was making a post, you bastards. Something I don't like is when things twist away for no good reason. Bloom. There we go. Okay. Very small chance anybody's going to click on it, but I actually got a viewer last time, so let's close that off. And let's get back into it. For those of you watching this later, being annoyed at me doing this kind of stuff and responding to the noise outside, leave a couple of comments or something, and maybe I'll be motivated to make an edited version. Oh yeah, that's... Yeah, I failed this sneak test last time. I'm probably not going to spend much time doing this stuff because it sucks. It's a crappy thing. It's a pretty shitty mechanic, in my clearly unbiased opinion. Oh, your attack rose. Yeah. Good luck with that, buddy. Drop a Pokemon Center because free healthcare is the thing. You know what? I'm saving. I'm gonna. Oh, that's the Pokedex, of course. I don't think I was checking this out last time. That's one of those things that I really liked about the first two generations of games. You know, when I first started gaming it. By the way, new route. Who this? Wingo, hell yeah, best encounter. Also got that last time. It's flying water Pokemon. Let's go. Now get in my ball. And I got a flying wet bird. Great success. Best encounter. Ready for the rock gym? Yes. Rides the winds and flies as if it were skimming across the sky. You know what? I'm going to call this thing Skylander because let's see if I'm going to be big enough for a copyright infringement. Boom. Sue me. It also has an item. The pretty wing. I don't know. I guess the bird had pretty wings and I just plucked one out. It has no effect on Pokemon. Well, thank you for that. It's going to be a run of completely useless found items. Anyway, what I was saying is, so one thing I really like about the first generations of Pokemon games is how much they were designed with the gamer in mind. But that mean things like the developers, they wanted you to explore, they want you to click things and interact with things. So they put a potion in your PC just to encourage you to check things like that. They want you to talk to people, so they put in a random shop merchant to tell you about Pokemarts, and they made him give you a potion. Hexagoon, Dupes claws, go die. I think it's that kind of forward thinking, especially in the early game, that I really miss in a lot of modern games. Play, don't tell, basically. I mean, I also have the game Fossil Fighters, which is not exactly a new game by any stretch, but it's past my generation. And it is incredible just how much of a opening cinematic there is in that godforsaken thing. Let's see, you're also Zigzagoon. Sly doesn't want a companion, or if he does, I don't care. Die. And remember the original Pokemon games, you had the little speech from Professor Oak who just tells you, okay, here's the details. This is a world where you have Pokemon running around. Some people are friends. Some people battle them. Cool. Let's go. Just that works. I don't need to be told these are 15 different characters and they have emotional battles and look at me and I have a hairstyle and I'm late because there's always one asshole that's late and we're supposed to care about that. And I'm just mashing A thinking, can I play this bloody game? I paid money to play the game, not to watch a movie. There we go, a different Pokemon. Poochyena, I'll take it. Level 3. How about we just throw a ball at this? How about we don't kill the encounter? How about we just... boom. I got a puppy. Dark. Then I'm gonna give it a nickname. Okay. My best friend has a husky named Wolf. So I'm gonna name this Wolf in their honor. I will say C's not the one that named him Wolf because C would give a much better name. She took the dog over from a guy that was a bad dog owner. And the name stuck, so there you go. So much for the backstory about this particular very uninspired nickname. Oh look, it's Ixagoon. I could try to scratch it to see if how much difference that makes, but if you have a bird that spits fire, you're not gonna look at its claws, right? I mean, now might as well because the goon is dead. If you had pickup, you might have had an item now, you bastard. Yeah. And might as well. Okay. My strategy, if you can call it at this point, by the way, is now that I've had my encounters, basically get to the forest as quickly as possible. Golden Knight is getting nice and strong enough. They can handle anything we find between here and there, because I want to get the EXP share activated. Level 10. Sand attack. It still doesn't remove HP, so why does it exist? Yeah, if you're looking for a deep strategy Nuzlocke deal here, this ain't it. I'll plant a berry. I'll plant 2 berries. Ain't that something? Hey. Yeah, beautifies, whatever. Imagine this, you just moved across country, you're about to walk between towns to visit your dad because your parents don't love you, but whatever. And some brat you met that same day stops you in your tracks. Make sure you look at the butterflies. Time flies with a friend. No wonder time's going so slowly right now then. Maybe it's because I didn't really have much in the way of friendship as a child, but the way these Pokemon games tend to write their, not even the rivals, these characters that are supposed to be like friendly with you, that you're supposed to like and want to spend time with and compete with, I always end up thinking, I don't give a damn about you. I just want you to shut up already. Play that plus, that's probably a feature somewhere. I mean, that's another thing I do like about these NPCs. They give the option to info dump. They make the world come alive a bit more, but they also basically just info dump a lot of stuff. But you can't just walk by them. They encourage you to talk to them if you're a casual player, because sometimes they give you items or actually useful information if you don't know what you're doing. But they don't force you to go through them. Unlike things like this bloody catching tutorial. New visuals do make it much more clearly that this guy is sickly. This guy is one foul breeze away from being a ghost type. Just amazed they gave him an actual face instead of just having the ooh. Yeah, I do wonder. It is well known in the original games that sometimes this encounter, this waltz, would be a shiny, but it wouldn't track the rest of the encounters you find this guy in. It wouldn't be a shiny waltz and evolution line. I do wonder if they fixed that in this game, because it's one of those nitpicky, stupid little things that would be really cool to actually have being tracked. Oh wow, 2 tackles. Or did they go for the lame route and just hardwire in that this thing is not shiny? So honestly, I would have gone the other way. I would have hardwired this particular Pokemon in to be a shiny. That way you would also introduce new players the concept of, hey, that you could encounter them later points, and he goes, my Ralts is different from all the other ones. Must mean I'm special. Must be destined for something good. There you all go, the whole thing. The hell are you thanking me for? I was just standing there. Your very own Ralts, I will always have it there. You can now use play Navi. Oh, that's the another one of those things. I definitely wouldn't have been trying this out, but the viewer, Code Knight, he informed me last time of what that is. It's a feature where you can play stupid little mini games, and basically that's the version. That's how you EV train your Pokemon in this game. The mini games themselves are just really stupid. They really went out of their way to make sure that you didn't feel like you were having fun or playing with Pokemon. They really made sure it felt like you were working for it. I would probably never would have experimented and found out that that's a thing. Now that I know that it's a thing, God's willing, this run actually lasts for a little bit. I am definitely going to be doing that stuff offline, basically. I don't think anybody wants to watch me do that. Don't have a fishing rod, so I can't do those encounters. I may at some point want to discuss with viewers I then have about the rules regarding fishing rod encounters. But that's not really relevant right now because I have no fishing rod and no viewers. See if I can sneak up on a Pokemon this time. Just gonna go back and forth, see if that resets the thing. I'll see if that's, somehow a better Pokemon. Or if it's just not there, that's also a possibility, of course. New route, who this? Sly? You are, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, more than enough Zigzagoon on this party. Boom, it's dead. I'm not sure if Zigzagoon is the Pokemon that was a Wurmple. I can Wurmple with that. And no, that's top tier humor. Absolutely amazing. I don't know if Zigzagoon is supposed to be the Pokemon that you can put a very useful HMs on or not. That's a different generation. The first routes, normal type, nothing Pokemon are pretty much interchangeable. I call them Sly now, but I might as well call it Sentret. I mean, it's... or Rattata. It's just, I don't care. There we go. Now, much like I did last time, it might be a tradition at this point because I'm doing it twice. I'm gonna name this in honor of a anime character that I feel would feel most represented by this particular Pokemon. ISTU. There we go. Okay, I got my routes. Let's get some berries up in there. Get some berries up in here. Obviously, when you harvest a plant, the plant itself completely goes away afterwards. That's just how plants work. Oh wait, why does the Wurmple have an item? I guess we can. Yep. It's a pleasure. Oh well, free berry, I guess. Yeah, you can just go fill with your full restore having ass. I want new route to this. I wanted to save this fight for when I got the XP share. I mean, Cotonite is becoming nice and strong now, of course, but if I was being efficient at it, I probably would focus on having my Squirter be powerful. Obviously, I am going to water gun the hell out of this gym. Last time I did defeat the gym trainers, so I know what they have. Spoiler alert, it's Geodude. What about the other Pokemon? It's also Geodude. There we go. Didn't have an encounter yet, no. Okay, blah blah blah. Yeah, I would really like to get a Shroomish at this point. I do think at least in the original games, it was a very powerful Pokemon at this to get at this encounter. By the way, I could use a grass type, get the basic combo done. Oh, that was misclick. That might be annoying. That might actually become annoying at some point. Or not. I just kill you anyway. Just no damage. Just... Bro, you're pathetic. Yeah, just inform me of your criminal plans and walk away. That's what you do. There we go. Another healing point. Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the XP share. And it now turn on. And yes, I will be abusing the living daylight out of that XP share. Wurmple was... I mean, anyway, there's a Wurmple, but I need to double check where I got this Wurmple, because I'm not quite sure if I got it in the forest or just outside there. I think so. I think I got Puchiena before the forest and Wurmple inside the forest. I would ask chat if they remember, but you know, still here alone. Check that. Route 104. Actually, now I'm getting confused. Spillrose. Okay. Okay, so Puchiena, Wurmple, and I get another. I get another encounter here. Woohoo! Happy day. Boom. Get that Shroomish on my party. Twitch. Twitch. Yeah, tackle 3 HP. You can keep going for a while. I can bowls for days. Actually, just get in the bowl though would be more fun. I'm not a fan of you paralyzing my best Pokemon, you know? Okay. Can't do any real damage, so Yeah, I'm also not going to put in any other Pokemon. I think if I use Scratch, it's probably going to be a one-hit KO. I don't want that. And I'm afraid that my other Pokemon are too weak that they might get killed by this thing. Really, bastard. How about you just get in? How about you just stay in the bloody ball? You know what? Everybody knows you can't escape a Premier Ball. That would just be rude. You don't want to do that. What did I just say, you bloody bastard? You haven't even lost any HP. You know what? Let's put him Sly. If he dies, I won't be that sad, honestly. Hey, what attack? Good for you. Give it a tackle. That's not much. Stun Spore, there we go. Fine. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. That's less okay. I am not happy with that. I am very much not happy with that, you bastard. You couldn't quit there? You couldn't, redeem yourself and do a critical hit there, put him in yellow? No? No, that was too difficult for you, you sly bastard. Boom. There we go. That's what you like to see. Oh, woohoo. Okay, it's a female mushroom. Well, it's a female mushroom. Therefore, because it's female, it's princess. Who is princess of mushrooms? A different fruit. Pick. Whoops. I just called the thing pech, which is Dutch for bad luck. That might be an omen. But I'm calling it, I don't know if they have it in this game, but if we come to a name raider type thing, I'm changing that bastard's name because that's not a good look. It was supposed to be Peach from Mario, Princess Peach. Pech. Get to the Pokemon Center for a second. I would like to be fully healed up because why not, actually? Also, while we're here, let's get some balls. Yeah, you don't get better prices if you sell them later, so. Oh, I have 11. That means I can now buy enough balls to get a free Premier Ball because somebody broke my previous Premier Ball. I still have the berries for poison, the Pecha berries, because names. Yeah, vulnerability on YouTube is indeed a little bit shite. Just checking to see if I could invite people, but not really, basically. Oh well. I did say I was mainly going to be live streaming this in order to motivate myself to actually keep to the Nuzlocke rules and have footage of, the thing so I can maybe, if I feel like it, do a regaling later. Sorry about that. Pretty sure I'm still going to beat you, though. Type difference? What type difference? Misty is becoming useful. Yeah, sort of. Sure, I'll accept your challenge. I have a lot of money. Still have a goddamn Zigzagoon. Let me guess, that's a Zigzagoon with pickup. That's why you got a lot of money. Just farming. Oh, wow. Paralyzing? Okay. Could be useful if I get paralyzed and I don't want to go back to the Pokemon Center. Hey, Swimish. Yeah, my first attempt, the 1.0 version, I got a different encounter. I think I got the Pucciani here. I didn't know Pucciani Whirlpool, I don't know. All I know was I was kind of disappointed because I really wanted Shroomish here. Silcoon, yeah, same evolution line. You're dead. I'm gonna There we go. And in Kara, I get what they're going for. Decent Pokemon, no real complaints. It's a decent basic bug type. However, the evolution line is one of those gimmicks that I absolutely love. I mean, obviously you have the ninjas. That's supposed to be a pretty good Pokemon. I don't really care. I'm not really about stats. But the Shed Ninja, that's the kind of concept that I love. That just makes the game, it just gives the game a whole new dimension. And also it makes for really interesting lore, in my opinion. Damn, the cuttable trees are ugly in this game. Oh, there you are, blah, blah. I had a storage of Puchiana, dude. You didn't even attack. Go fuck yourself. Now the question is, do we consider this to be a new route? Or is this still the same route as before the forest? As I am really bad at this game, I am going to count this as a new route because I could use a new encounter. Cherry Berry. I can see that actually being really cool when we have Fly. And just start off a session by harvesting the berries. New encounter, who this? Zigzagoon, Zigzag Bye. Oh, misclick there. I probably could have just got the Shroomish with the help of Goldenite. Yeah, I can tell you this much, I'm not doing calculations per route. Wingull. Are you going to be a problem, Wingull? You're not going to be a problem. Actually, what level is my... Let's see if Pech is indeed bad luck. I don't know how much difference it makes which Pokemon fights when you have the EXP share on in this game. Venusaur is a crappy move. I mean, can I even close this fun thing? There we go. Okay. Remember when I started this video, I was talking about technical difficulties? Yes. I don't know what happened, but my entire computer closed down. Luckily, this time it didn't mess up my game. I had to close the game and go back to the streaming software and then go back. But look at this. For those of you wondering, I did win that last encounter with ease, and my Shroomish now also knows Leech Seed. I have no real way of proving that I didn't do anything in between, but why would I? There we go. I guess the less said about this previous thingy, the better. Oh, I do need to keep that open if invisible. No, that's not smart. Let's put it over there. That should work and not be in the way, especially if I click this. Does it still? I just want to be able to use this screen as the screen. There we go. It's working again. We're back, baby. I really didn't think that streaming would be this annoying. I kind of figured I wouldn't be getting views at all. It would just be some weird guy sitting in his house talking to himself while playing a video game intended for children. I figured that much. But I spent good money on this stuff. I kind of figured I could, follow directions and actually just play the bloody game. I have been told. I'm actually doubting if there is an encounter left for me here. Nope. If I can